As an influencer or a creator, your platforms are literally like your retail storefronts. And when you think about, we owned a pizza shop or a fashion store, chances are we would probably have some sort of alarm or security system to protect us. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've heard creators in my community, creators that I coach one-on-one, who have had horror stories of their accounts getting hacked, having to figure out ways to negotiate with the hacker to get it back. And I mean, think about it. If this is your livelihood, if social media is how you make money and you get hacked, you're in for it, because it's like literally they have you hostage, and it's a very scary situation, and it's on the rise. And you guys know I'm not a fear monger. Like, that's not my style of teaching. I'm always like, everything's going to be fine. But even this morning, while it wasn't a direct hack, someone in our community had an issue with her account. She had to appeal to Meta. And when you think about like Instagram, for example, there's not like a 1-800 number that we can just call and get customer support. Support is really difficult. I have a creator in my community right now who has all these people making fake accounts of her. They're not hacking her per se, but they're duplicating her account. And even if she's verified on Meta, she can't get support and help. It's been a wild ride. So I said to myself, I need to make a video for the influencers and creators in my community to make sure that protecting your accounts is part of your business plan. I know it's not a sexy topic, but I want to make sure you guys do prevent yourselves from getting your accounts hacked. And what we're going to go over today are small strategies that many of you may already have in place, but you may not. And if you don't, you're going to want to put those in place. This video is going to be particularly surrounding Instagram. If you guys like this sort of topic and want me to dive in on other pages, I'm happy to do so as well. But the examples I'm going to be sharing are very Instagram centric. One thing to note, recovery of your account is not always guaranteed. I remember we had this story with this creator and they're like, there's this account that will help you recover. And it felt like a black market transaction. And like I said, finding and accessing Meta could be quite difficult as well. So let's go ahead and jump in and start with the easiest things that you guys can implement. Let me ask you a question. Are you changing your password regularly? Probably not. Some of us have had the same passwords since 10 plus years. Think about like the keys to your store, right? If you were to have had duplicates made, right? As an influencer, if this is your livelihood, if this is where you make your money, you are going to want to set up systems to change your passwords frequently. Now, I'm not saying monthly, but this could be something that you do quarterly or a few times a year. I know it seems weird to even suggest that, but again, if we are trying to make sure our accounts are as protected as possible, this is something you're going to want to incorporate into your strategy. It goes without saying, when it comes to Instagram specific, do not use the same password that you're using on all your other pages. And please, please, please make sure that it is strong and unique. Okay, again, this is your livelihood in your business. So I want you guys to all reflect and take a second. Is my password uppercase letters? Maybe has certain punctuation? Is it unique, or is it something that's easily guessable? Is it different from the other accounts that I have? You don't want your email account and your Instagram passwords to be the same. I mean, think about it. They hack your email. Now they have access to your Instagram. So that's something that a lot of us may be doing without even recognizing it, right? So make sure you have different passwords per platform, strong and unique. So I actually want to show you guys on the screen right now. There's this website, security.org. How secure is my password? You can go ahead and type in your password and it will tell you how long it would take for a computer to hack it. So I'm going to go in and actually put mine. Y'all can't see it. And it would say it would take a computer about 15 billion years to crack your password. I love that. So I'm going to put something simple like, hello, mom. 5 seconds. I love pizza. 58 minutes. Let's try another one. I don't know. Photo lover 101. Okay, so this says 100 years. So maybe having some numbers and some capitalizations. Anyways, y'all could go in here and play around with this, but this is a great way to test your password and see where you lie and how strong it is. Now, another thing that every single influencer should be doing is turning on two-factor authentication. This is key. It is critical. It is easy to do, and it's an extra layer of protection. So think of it this way. The password is like a house key, and two-factor is like having an alarm within your your home. So basically, if someone does steal your password, they can't get in without that second code. And that's what really adds that level of security. Now, I'm just going to show you really quickly. If you go in to your Instagram account, let me go ahead and do that with you guys so that we can do it together. If you go ahead and go into your Instagram account and you go under settings, I think the easiest way to do it is just search two-factor authentication. And here, obviously, I have my personal accounts, my public Instagram account, my business account. And once you go in here, you can choose an account and you can set it up directly. Again, this needs to be done. If you do not have this done, you are just basically a sitting duck for potential hackers. So influencers, please do this. Now, when you have these two-factor authentication set up, you don't want to share those codes, right? You don't want to share those codes on WhatsApp or Instagram or DM if anyone asks you for it. That's like the alarm code. So that is something that you should not be sharing, because even let's just say, what if your assistant's phone gets hacked or someone else is texting you on your team asking you for this code, really, really double check before you give them the alarm code to your home. Now, I briefly mentioned this, but you do want to make sure your email is secure, because oftentimes when people do hack, they start with the email. There's a lot of data out there that shows that email goes first. So there are ways to also set up two-factor authentication on your emails. And like we discussed, having different password for email and Instagram. Now, one thing I don't know if I mentioned, but I think it could be helpful for you guys, because I have it here in my notes, is the website LastPass. If you need a password manager, like your brain, it's a lot for you to handle and manage all these passwords, especially as a creator. Again, this is a business. So you're going to want different passwords for your TikTok, your Instagram, your YouTube, your email, all of that. It may be a lot for your brain to manage. So using websites like LastPass, and there's other ones, they're basically password managers, and it's going to help you stay really clean and organized with all of this management. Okay, so something else I want to show you guys, and I'm just pulling it up on my screen right now. Okay, you have to do this on desktop. Okay, now another way to prevent any hackers from coming in and keeping your account clean, go to your settings on desktop and click apps and websites. You want to remove any shady apps or websites that you have linked to your account. Sidewalker, we only have our link tree. So right now you can see it's really nice and clean. And then here are the expired ones and the removed ones. But you may have people or accounts or third parties linked on here that you don't even remember from ages ago. So homework for after this video is go in here and double check. Literally all you have to do is go on your desktop version on your Instagram and click apps and websites, and it's going to take you here, and you can remove any third-party sites that are linked to your account. Another tool that you should absolutely be using within Instagram directly, if you go to your settings, look at my screen right here. I just typed in the word login because I want login alerts. But if you go to settings and activity, and just put in the word login, you'll get login alerts directly. So login alerts, manage how you'd like to be notified about unrecognized logins from Facebook and Instagram. So, I have it here. We have email, in-app notification, email, whatever. So these are things that you need to set up, these login alerts, so that if someone does log in, you know right away, and you can have that alert set up. Now, for my travel creators, this one may hurt a little, but I have heard this from a variety of different people saying don't log in to public Wi-Fi. I know it hurts so much because we're like traveling and we need the public Wi-Fi. And that's why so many creators do travel with the VPN and having VPN connections so that way they are secure. That's something obviously that's very specific for creators who are traveling and creating content while traveling. But again, as a business owner, you may be on your Instagram and you're going to travel and there's local Wi-Fi. I mean, it's a risk, and it's a risk we all do all the time, right? But that is why really considering VPN tools to protect when you are logging into public sites and public Wi-Fi is very helpful. Again, this is not for normal people. Like normal people on Instagram don't have to worry. You guys do, because this is how you make your money. So that's why we have to add those extra layers of protection. All right, you guys, I hope this has been helpful. It's given you some tips, strategies, websites, and resources to prevent your account from being hacked. Let me know if you're interested in these types of videos in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.